Hey, happy day. Donald Trump, he keeps on being himself. He's doing a really good job with it with regards to Truth Social. It's a brand new platform that he's organized, and it's a big deal. I got to say, tens and tens of thousands of people are on a waiting list to sign up. RightEdition.com is one of the groups that's trying to sign up, and Rick in our office, he's been on that list now for probably a month. And it's, as said, a long list. So hopefully we'll get on there someday soon with everybody else so you can speak the truth, right? It's a great name, Truth Social, and the truth is spoken, the right to speak. That truth is kind of a neat concept and is one that we all need to get back. So I'm looking forward to that. Son of a gun, who would have thought? The Speaker of the House in the US of A is the political and parliamentary leader of the House. That'll be that person, and the Constitution mandates that office, right? Nancy Pelosi now is the Speaker, and I don't think she's read the Constitution. If she has, she certainly hasn't interpreted it correctly, but whatever, that's another conversation, another time. But that is the mandate that the Speaker has, right? And unknown to many people, the Speaker is not required to be a House member. All you have to do is get voted in by the majority of the members of the House. So hopefully the Republicans will be that majority come November. Then the Speaker is the House's presiding officer, party leader, and the institution's administrative head, among many other duties that that person has. But the big thing is you get to sit behind the president and you can rip up the speech like Nancy did and do all kinds of crazy things, but you can control. You have a lot of control on what the country does. So my suggestion is, Donald Trump, you should run for the Speaker of the House. Again, assuming that the Republicans are in charge and that you can get their vote, you should be the Speaker of the House. You would have a huge, huge influence. And then if you really want to be president again, come election time, resign this job and apply for the other job, whatever, but you'd be kind of fun to have it in that position as Speaker. Let's talk about people's sexuality. You know, it's old news, it's boring, it's kind of pathetic, really, in a lot of ways. But recently a friend of mine came and said, I'm thinking about running for public office and I'll be asked about going in a gay pride parade. And I don't want to. What do you think? I said, well, firstly, you know what? You should do what you want to do and don't be a phony like so many others. But what is it about? And he said, well, it's to support them. And I said, but they're already supported. It's legal. You can be gay. You can marry a bale of hay if you want. So what is the problem? What's the issue? You don't have to go on the parade like so many people do because you're not gay and you don't want to be gay. I don't think this is about conversion in your case, at least. So leave it alone. Oh, but the press will be all over me. I said, so what? I mean, people are all over you anyway. A lot of people won't support you because you supported the parade, and vice versa. So if you don't want to go, just don't go. And besides, you should work. If you're an elected person, you should work that day. You know, you shouldn't be going to parades all the time. The Prime Minister of Canada goes to more parades than he does sessions in the House of Commons, probably. Certainly feels that way at least. So just go out and tell people that you're not interested. I support your lifestyle. Marry a bale of hay, but you can't bring the bale of hay to my house. That's it. That's my position. I support their right to do whatever they want. You can marry that hay. You can do whatever. That's okay. But then you get into the other thing, the big picture, the political part of it. Even though I personally don't care about someone's sexuality, it's about live and let live. You know what? Don't explain it to me all of the time. Explain it to God if you need to explain it to somebody, but just do what you want to do, okay? But leave me alone. Pronouns are crazy. If you're pretending to be a woman and you're a man, you know what? I don't really care unless it has an impact on my world, right? You can be delusional if you wish, but there are men and there are women. Kind of a basic thing, don't you know? But if you're a man that wants to swim against women so you can win and call yourself a woman, you're a cheater. You're cheating. I mean, you're upset. You're hurt. I read about this all the time. So what? Who cares? I'm hurt too. A lot of things hurt me. We don't go to press and talk about my feelings all the time. I mean, you expect me to understand and endorse, I guess, the concept of people in school up to the third grade being taught sex. I don't agree with that. And I don't think it's up to you. It's up to the parents. It certainly isn't up to the people with their little signs saying, you know, let's all dress up as women today and go swimming, right? I mean, I just don't think that's right. I mean, the Nazis were not a majority in Germany. Very small percentage, actually, and most people didn't belong to the Nazi party, but yet look what happened. So it's about that big push. And the press today is mostly Nazi, not Nazi, but with regard to those kind of push and pull things, right? Because they are. They're left-wing whacks, and they kind of control or try to control what everybody thinks, and we can't let ourselves fall into that because so many of us are. We're so busy apologizing. That's a sign of weakness. We're sorry. You can't swim with us? Oh, well, come on over and we'll give you a hug because you probably had a bad childhood. Didn't we all? We all had something go up and down in our childhood. Fascism is fascism, right? No matter how you pronounce it. I mean, we can't let them win. They're trying to win, and in some cases they are winning. I mean, if something bothers you, you need to talk about it. Or better yet, ignore these people. Maybe some people will choose to do that. But you got to kind of watch, because you get pulled along with the crowd. You stand there, you're innocent, and there's this huge crowd, of gay people pushing forward. And if you're in the middle, you kind of go along. But you don't have to. You can kind of fight back, Okay, Canada, the prime mistake there. He's into this gender thing. That's all he talks about. Is I don't think he knows that there's men and women anymore. I don't know what team he plays for. I mean, this is kind of crazy. He refers to people as the peoples. He doesn't, you're the birthing person instead of the mother. They come up with all this new wordage, right? It's all nuts. It's totally crazy. And then he does it around the world. He says other countries need to also do what I do in my country. So here's my message to Canadians. Hey, Canadians, don't forget to pay your taxes, because rich people in other countries, they're depending on you. Hey, y'all come back day after tomorrow. We're going to have more for you from the right. See ya.